Hey YouTube, it's Annabelle. So I wanted to do baby's 1 week update as well. I did a video on my postpartum 1 week update. So I wanted to do his update as well. So if you watched our Baby Tiger is Here video, you know that we had a boy. He was born on February 20th at 4:10 in the afternoon. He weighed 8 pounds, 8 ounces and was 21.5 inches long. So we were not expecting him to be 8 pounds. We thought we were going to have another 7-pound baby, but he was a big boy. So it's been very, very exciting. So the first part of this week, and just after being born and everything, he seemed to have a little bit of trouble with his breathing. Now, I was more concerned about this than the nurses or the doctors. The nurses and doctors said that he was not breathing abnormally at all. And I think it was just because when he came out, he was blue, and it took him a while to start breathing like on his own normally, and that it took a little bit for us to know that everything was okay. And at first he did not cry. He kind of squawked a little bit and kind of did it like a shriek kind of thing, but he did not cry. He didn't cry until about Friday. He actually started like crying, which made me feel so much better that like he was getting air in his lungs and that he was like getting those cries out. My daughter came out screaming and had no problems crying at all whatsoever at first. So it was just different to have a baby that didn't cry. But yes, so it was about like early Friday morning that he actually started crying when he needed me and everything. He did have red dots on his face, and they said that that was from birth, from pushing so hard trying to get him out. But they have been gone right away. They only lasted about 2 days and they've been gone. So that is awesome. As for nursing, he nursed right away. I've actually pumped 2 times just for relief. And he has had 2 bottles. One he had because I pumped, and then right after that he woke up and got hungry. And I did freeze, oh baby, I did freeze what else I had pumped. And he actually just had that a couple days ago because he had completely emptied both of my breasts and was still hungry and started to become upset. So we thawed out that milk, and he did have a bottle then as well. But he has gone back to nursing like on me wonderfully. I was a little worried about the whole nipple confusion thing and how he would do with, hi baby, with going from the bottle to the breast and things like that. But there is going to be a day that I'm going to be gone, and my husband is going to have both kids by himself all day here in a couple weeks. So I'm hoping that since he did take the bottle so well, that that day is going to go very, very well with me being gone. But he's just doing awesome. It does hurt a bit when he first like latches on, and it's until he like pulls my nipple in his mouth, and then there's no pain after that. But it seems like just that first initial get-go, there is some pain with the nursing. Thursday, so he was born on Wednesday. Thursday, he was working really, really hard to get something, anything out of my breasts. And I think that helped my milk come in faster. My milk came in early Friday morning. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning where my breasts actually, like, I could get like some milk out of them. So my milk came in and he was satisfied, and it's just awesome. As for sleep, he is up every about 2 hours, and right away that was about 24/7. He was up about every 2 hours. Now at the end of his first week, he's been getting up at night about every 3 hours. As for pooping and peeing, he really started peeing more on Friday. When my milk actually came in, he actually started peeing more on Friday. He had the meconium until Saturday. Then on Saturday it started turning into a mustard color. And let's see, his umbilical cord is still on. And one of the parenting decisions that we decided was that we did not get him circumcised. And if anybody wants me to do a video on that, I will. We've had tons and tons of visitors lately that have just been so excited to see him and everything. And we have gotten tons of clothes. I have the best family and friends ever. The only thing that we still needed if we had a boy was clothes. We do have gender neutral clothes through 6 months. However, we got so many boy clothes from friends. I'm talking boxes and boxes. So we have clothes now through 2T for a boy that family and friends have given us this last week. And so it's just awesome. So I'm just going to do kind of an inventory of it all. And I'm going to hit up garage sales this summer to fill in the gaps of the pieces and stuff that we still need to complete his wardrobe. So that has been completely awesome. We are taking notes on his natural routine and schedule to kind of see where he's at and what he's doing and how long he's sleeping and when he's sleeping and things like that. I did a video on our notebook kind of system thing previously, so if you look back for that video, I think it's finding baby's routine and schedule or something like that is what I labeled it. Okay, so we had his 1 week appointment yesterday, and I wanted to wait until we had that appointment to do this video. So we went to his appointment, and when we left the hospital, okay, so he was 8 pounds 8 ounces when he was born, and babies lose about 10% of their body weight by the time they're discharged from the hospital. But he weighed 8 pounds 2 ounces when he was discharged. And yesterday at his appointment, he weighed 8 pounds 14 ounces. When the nurse said that, I was like, oh my goodness. I did not think that he was going to be that much over his birth weight. I was hoping for him being at his birth weight. But my doctor was like, well, you just have super strength breast milk. And I'm just like, yeah. I was like, well, he does not go hungry. That is for sure. So that was awesome. So they checked him out from head to toe. He is peeling a little bit, but that is completely normal. All of his skin is peeling. I did have a question about his ear. Part of his ear is laying flat. It's not rounded, but that is most likely going to resolve itself on its own. But yeah, he's perfect. Doctor was just fascinated with how well he's doing and how calm he is and just how great he's doing. So usually they have you come back. They do appointments at 1 week, 2 weeks, and 6 weeks. However, since he's doing so well and he's actually above his birth weight, doctor does not want to see us until 3 weeks. So we don't have to go back next week. We have to go back the following week after that. So the next doctor's appointment update that I will have for you guys is when he's 3 weeks old. But yeah, so he's doing fabulous. We're all doing fabulous. It's amazing. The whole thing with him being above his birth weight just makes it kind of more real that he's growing so fast already. And that just kind of scares me a little bit because ever since we had our daughter, time has flown by. And I don't want time to go by any faster. I want it to stop so I can take in everything that he's doing. I find myself sitting and staring at him and just taking in his face, his facial expressions, and just all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, so anyways, any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.